Hey, my lovelies. Welcome to my channel. Thank you guys so much for tuning into the Daily Vibration. So if you are new to the channel, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. My name is Kamoy, and we are doing the Daily Vibration for today, August 11th, 2021. Ruling number of the day is the number 6. So this is the energy of your willpower, creative or destructive power. The question is, what are you creating and destroying today, and how are you utilizing your willpower to do so? Right? So, you know that we just finished up the level up journey about 3 weeks ago, right? Now, I got a question for you today. What's next? What's next? Right? So if we're moving throughout the energy today, you know we have the number 8 that's in the presence for the whole month of August, which is really about divine wisdom, right? So the number 8 is on the soul plane. This is wisdom. This is intuitive energy. This is divine energy coming in. So be open to all of the divine wisdom that can come through the number 8 this month, as well as the number 1, which is all about communication. Using your ego and the divine aspect of yourself to express through your communication. So this is tapping into your communication skills with the number 1, right? So you got 111 showing up in the date today. So you may want to be mindful of how much you're sharing today, and you may definitely want to think before you speak and not be so judgmental today, right? We also have double 2s in the date today, so you also want to watch that sensitive energy. Maybe check in with yourself emotionally before you project externally onto someone which you personally are feeling. Okay, now we got the sun showing up in Leo. Okay, you know that energy can be full of love, it can be full of confidence, it can make you feel good, you know, but that energy, if it is not matured, can also be very selfish. So you want to be mindful today, right, to spread the love, to spread the light, to spread the joy, but you want to be able to give others their shine too, okay? Now, we do have, like I said, the moon is in Virgo up until about, I want to say 4:08 p.m. today, and then it swaps over to Leo. I'm sorry, not Leo, Libra, okay? Now, so for the first half of the day, you have that pretty much energetic Virgo energy where you're analyzing things from the aspect of your health and your well-being. And then at about 4 p.m. in the afternoon, you're swapping over to the Libra energy. But with the Libra energy, it brings in that love of Venus, it brings in that pleasure, it brings in luxury, it brings in all of this abundance. But it can also be greedy. It can also, I want to say maybe not greedy, but Libra's energy can tend to be out of balance and want to be the people pleaser, and then kind of like stick your head in the sand and don't really want to deal with things, right? So that is not what you're going to be doing today, because the energy with the ruling number of the day is asking you to tap into your willpower, creative or destructive energy. How are you utilizing your creative energy, and how are you using your destructive energy within your experience today, right? Because if you are tapping into your godlike energy, right, if you're tapping into your divinity, you know that you have the power to create or you have the power to destroy. Okay, so tap in today with stillness. Be mindful to be still today before you react to something. You want to take action and not react. Trust me, you want to take action and not react, okay? And that is from personal experiences, all right? Now, you also want to be mindful to operate in readiness today. And when I say operate in readiness, just embrace everything that comes at you. Embrace everything that comes at you. And you want to embrace everything that comes at you with gratitude, okay? So, be mindful when you're really practicing your alchemy work, like your self-alchemy work, you're able to take any situation and flip it to work for your good. Now, I also want to say it's okay for you to pull back maybe from people or family or situations so you can reevaluate things and ground yourself and then come back again, right? Everybody's doing that, and sometimes that's needed. Okay, everybody does that, and sometimes that's needed, right? So you don't want to feel guilty for you being still. You don't want to feel guilty maybe for your readiness and maybe how you deal with a particular situation, because it may not align with what someone else thinks you should do. But guess what? That is okay. That is absolutely okay in this energy, right? Because you're operating in your willpower today. You are operating in your godlike divinity power, where you are creating and destroying whatever you need, want, or desire today. Okay? Your choice, right? So, Y'all know the deal. So you are not just responsible for mastering your sun sign, okay? You are also responsible for mastering all 12 aspects of the zodiac, right? So your sign plus the 11 signs are actually archetypal energy that we all interact with on a daily basis, on a monthly basis, okay? And they're also archetypes that dwells within you and within your experiences, okay? So if you can understand the archetype, then you can understand sometimes how you should move through that energy. And we are going to start off with the wonderful fire element because we are in Leo season, okay? And if you are not a Leo, an Aries, or a Sagittarius, you can tap into the fire element by action in your life, movement, okay? So this is going to be action and this is going to be movement that may be required in your life. Now, the message for the wonderful, wonderful fire element today is accelerated motion. So what you may find with this energy today, and it's also the number 8 card. So what you're going to find is new beginnings happening to accelerate, right? Or you can find that maybe even some of the toxic stuff that you choose not to get rid of may also accelerate with toxicity. Your choice. Place the energy where it needs to. This is an opportunity. We talked about this yesterday about releasing things that no longer serve you, not allowing your past to hold you back. Okay. Now, can I just say to whoever needs this, you're going to be okay. Things may be moving rapidly, but you're going to be okay. And sometimes we don't know how strong we are until we've actually had to go through something. Okay. But you're going to be okay. All right. So when we're dealing with the fire elements today, accelerated motion is what the energy is vibrant at for you guys today. Okay, so we're gonna hop on over to the wonderful earth element. Now, if you are an earth sign, that is going to be Taurus, Capricorn, as the wonderful Virgos. Now, you don't have to be an earth sign to tap into this archetypal energy because that is going to represent the material world. Okay, so earth energy represents the material world, but it also represents maybe you being practical and organized too. Okay, so if you're not an earth sign, you can tap into it that way. Now, the message for you today is crown chakra, number 7 card, which really represents you tapping into deeper levels of yourself by tapping in and allowing these messages to come in from your guides, from your angels, from your ancestors, whatever archetypal energy that you may interact with, being open for those messages and those channels to come in. Okay, maybe sitting out in nature so you can literally tap into this energy by stilling yourself, right? Because we talked about being still today, stillness, right? So you can tap into that beautiful energy within your stillness, within your crown chakra, allowing messages to come through, allowing yourself to get whatever you need within that moment. Okay, so crown chakra energy, using your imagination, allowing yourself to interact with the ethers, okay, is what's happening here on the physical plane today. So you may want to be able to really use your intuitive energy today on the physical plane, in the material plane. That's the message for you today if you're tapping into the earth energy. Trust your intuition today as you are doing things on the physical plane, okay? Now, let's hop on over to the wonderful air energy. So if you are a Gemini, a Libra, or a Aquarius, okay, you can tap into this archetypal energy. If you are not a air sign, okay, and this is going to be your thoughts, your thinking, your spiritual and your mental thinking, okay, so that's how you're going to utilize that energy if you are not an air sign. And today is throat chakra, right? So throat chakra has to do with communication. It has to do with you speaking your truth. It has to do with you also listening, but it also has to do with your purpose, right? So your throat chakra is sound, and we know that sound is vibration and is frequency, right? So you want to be mindful of what you're putting out into the ethers, or what you're speaking, or what you're spelling, okay, out into the ethers, okay? So you want to speak the things that you desire to experience, that you want to experience, that you love to experience. Don't speak the things into the atmosphere that you fear, or the things that's not pleasing to you, okay? Now, be mindful to speak the truth, however, because the truth may be needed for you to tap into where you need to go next, okay? So always tell yourself the truth. You can lie to everybody else, but don't lie to yourself. So some people may have to exercise their throat chakra today by speaking up, and some people may have to utilize their throat chakra today by listening. Okay, so place the energy where you need to. And this is happening in your thinking. Okay. All right, so watch your thoughts today. Check in with yourself. Is this a Kamoi problem today, or do Kamoi need to have a conversation with someone today? So this is how you're going to be experiencing this energy within the air element today. Okay, now for the water element, which is going to be Pisces, you're going to have Scorpio's energy as well as Cancer's energy. If you are not a water sign, you can tap into this energy by tapping into your emotions, your feelings, right? Now, you know, here on this channel, we talk about using your feelings as indicators to show you exactly where you are, to show you maybe if you need to come back into alignment, to show you maybe if you need to release some things, right? So the message today for the water element, you got 2 cards, right? And it says sacrifice and fulfillment of wishes. Now, let me just say this, because we talked about this in the 100-day level up journey. We're no longer in a place where we have to sacrifice. We're making choices and decisions. We don't have to sacrifice. This is a number 12 card. So we're still talking about self-mastery, mastering all aspects of yourself through the archetypes of the zodiac, right? But even when you add 1 and 2 together, right, for the number 12, you get the number 3. So we're still talking about you being able to manifest something. So the question is really, right, do you need to make a sacrifice, or do you need to make a choice or a decision? Ask yourself that question, because if you're making a choice or decision to do something, then really you don't have to label that as a sacrifice. You don't. It can be a conscious decision or a conscious choice or a conscious intent for you to be able to do something to get to your fulfillment in your wishes. So remember, we're no longer making sacrifices. What we're doing is we're making choices and decisions so we can get to the place of fulfillment and wishes. All right? Now, y'all know the deal. Okay? Out of darkness comes enlightenment, my love. You can't get to the other side without going through. Don't be afraid of the dark, okay? Because out of darkness comes enlightenment. You want to go ahead and do something kind for yourself today, my love. You want to love yourself. You want to honor yourself. And I'm going to see you guys in tomorrow's Daily Vibration. Have a wonderful, wonderful day, my loves.